the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the NBA three-point contest on 2K Sports. Can't wait for this. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith. This is a group of the very finest long-range shooters in the NBA. Every one of these guys has the ability to get red hot during the course of this competition. And if that happens, look out. The bombs will start dropping, and they might not stop. Shaq, with this event, you've become an aficionado of sorts. Let me ask you, do the most prolific scorers in real life have an advantage in the three-point contest?
Well, I'm glad that you asked me that question. Everyone knows I was a prolific MF scorer. MF stands for most frequently, yes. But about half the time, Ernie, the best player wins. And then half the time, a specialist wins. But the best competitors always have an edge.
That was a very good way to see it, don't you think?
I mean, that was really deep. I had to dig down. I had to get my shovel off of that one.
Yeah.
Well, focus is key. But you know what, in terms of a contest, endurance. You forget because not too often are you taking that many shots that quickly and that rapidly. So endurance plays a big thing in terms of trying to win this contest.
Yeah, ultimately it's about whoever gets on a roll.
Without question.
So.
We should do that one
I almost said that, Ernie.
And time now for tip-off. Let's send it to Kevin Harlan with the call.
Nothing like it, folks. The All-Star festivities in the air. Kevin Harlan here with partners Mark Hillel and Craig Anthony. Tonight, the best shooters in the NBA battle it out in the three-point contest. It's time to find out which player has what it takes to beat the clock and his opponents.
For a lot of folks, this is actually their favorite All-Star event. There's a lot of drama. It always seems to come down to the wire. So let's get it on.
Anytime you get the best shooters in the NBA together to duke it out, it's going to be a special night.
Here we go with James Harden. 5 racks with the last rack composed of all money balls. Those are worth 2 points instead of just 1. All in all, a max possible score of 34.
And 60 seconds to take all 25 shots. Not a ton of time. As soon as one shot is out of your hands, you have to be ready to get off the next.
Something the shooters have to avoid here is over-adjusting if the shots aren't called.
Yeah, you don't want to start altering your release point or anything like that. Even if things aren't going well, that can hurt you a whole lot more than it can help.
11 points. He's got 12.
Oh, Harden's starting to feel it.
That's 16. 17 on the board. Now he gets the money rack. He's at 19. He's got 21. A 23-point round for him. What an unbelievable round. Right away you could tell it was going to be special.
I think things are so much easier when a shooter gets off to a good start, and he certainly did that.
And so here's Curry now.
Your memory has to be very short in this format, like less than a second. You have to put every miss right behind you. Forget about it.
And with one miss, it can be easy to do that. But miss 2 or 3 in a row, and it becomes even more difficult for them to put that out of their mind.
Steph catching fire now. He's in the zone.
10 points on the board. He's up to his 6th consecutive make. 12 for him. Money ball, no good. That's 13. Make that 14. Gets the money ball.
Nice finish. Well done.
Pushes it to 18. He tallies 18 points. Boy, he looked great out there, didn't he?
And he made 3 out of 9 money balls, missing out on a lot of extra points.
So it's Klay Thompson ready to start here.
And Klay's dad was an NBA player, but played more down in the post. But as you know, the more you're around the NBA, the more coaching you get, and it's no surprise to see Klay shoot this well.
Guys, most of the time when the player is shooting threes by himself, he's doing it in an empty gym. This is a little different. Actually, it's a lot different.
And you know, it's tough to replicate the environment when you talk about the shootout because, you know, you can be in there by yourself, but you don't get the adrenaline and the crowd and the excitement that you get once you take the floor for this competition.
He misses his 4th straight. That's 5 in a row. He better get it together. Misses for the 4th straight time. 8 points is all he ends up with there. There was just something off about him in that round.
Yeah, I would guess he would like a mulligan. He finished the round with 5 straight misses. Not the way you want to go out.
And here we go with C.J. McCollum. He doesn't need much. He has to feel confident here.
7 more points to stay in contention.
3 down. And that's his 4th straight.
4 more points to stay alive.
He's got 5, 6. 1 more to stay alive. A 3-point whack for him right there. He's got 8. Now in 3rd. He comes away with 4 points on that rap. He's got 12. That's 13. Now he gets the money wrap. Now to 15. Now with 17. So he's got 19 points. He was really enjoying himself out there that time, guys.
And he managed to hit 4 money balls. Not terrible, but could have been better.
So it'll be Isaiah Thomas here. A score of 18 or higher is what he needs.
He's got plenty of work to do, but by no means is that impossible to beat.
That's 2. Now 3 points. Can't get the money ball. Now with 4. He's got 5. Drains the money ball. He's got 8. 9 points.
Oh, here he goes.
He needs 8 points more to stay in contention.
He misses his 4th straight. He needs 8 points more. 11 points. Now he gets the money wrap. Up to 15 now. Great stuff.
1 more to stay alive.
Tied for 2nd. He comes away with a score of 21 on the round. His stroke looked terrific in that round, guys.
Money balls, so critical to knock down in this competition, and he gets 6 out of 9.
So it's J.J. Redick ready to go. He's in a good spot getting to go last. It's no mystery how many points he needs to move on. He'll need 19 points to make the next round. Not a whole lot of room for error here. Can't get the money ball. 3 down. Now with 4.
Now he's got to step up or he's in trouble.
He'd better heat up soon. He's got 5. 2 racks remaining.
No messing around now. He's going to have to be at his best the rest of the way.
That's 7. He's got 8. Oh, and he will not advance to the next round.
Going to just finish out the string here.
Yeah, just not enough.
14 points is his total as the round comes to a close. Harden's got the honors of being able to go into the finals as the top scorer from the qualifying round.
And just amazing scores up to this point. I mean, these guys have pushed each other to new heights this year. I love it.
Yeah, and this is exactly what you hope for coming into the shootout. Great shooters at the top of their game, just battling it out.
And here we go with C.J. McCollum. By going first, he can put a lot of the pressure on the guys behind him. He posts a good score. Gets the money ball. 5 points now.
Solid start.
He's got 8. Now 9 points. He's got 10. And he's made all 3 money balls. That's 13. Moneyball, no good. He misses his 4th straight. He's getting cold, 5 consecutive misses. He comes away with a total of 15 points. He turned in a pretty good round right there, don't you think?
I thought he had his stroke working pretty well for him.
You know, solid shooting, definitely looked confident, but it never became one of those lights-out rounds that it could have been.
So it'll be Isaiah Thomas here.
You know, he got the crowd behind him a little bit when he got it going in the first round. That's still got to be giving him some positive thoughts, I'm sure.
And you know what? He may not even be thinking about the last round anymore. This round is a perfectly clean slate for him and everybody else.
6 points more, and it's tied.
10 points on the board.
5 more points to tie it up.
He misses his 4th straight. 11 on the board. 12 for him.
3 more points will tie it.
He's made all but one of his money balls. Hits, and now he has the lead.
And still going.
Yeah, and that's the score to beat here in the final round.
A very strong 20 points for him. He was really enjoying himself out there that time, guys.
He lit it up big time. That was some silky smooth shooting all the way through.
Yeah, his stroke looked great. He went along at a perfect pace and did pretty much everything right.
And so we'll see James Harden. He was the hottest shooter entering the finals, so he earned the right to go last, and he knows exactly what the target is.
Well, I'm sure he's happy to have been the best shooter in the qualifying round, but one disadvantage is that since he went first in that round, he's had to wait a very long time before getting his shot here.
Yeah, and that performance, as good as it was, is a distant memory now. Any momentum he had is probably gone. He's got to start completely fresh.
Drains the money ball. 3 more misses and he's done. Can't get the money ball. And that about does it.
Too late to make up ground now.
Turn up the lights.
14 points is his total as the round comes to a close. So there's no need to speculate any longer. The three-point contest champion has been crowned. This year's winner, Isaiah Thomas.
He was one chill customer out there. He really kept his wits about him the entire way through the contest.
Yeah, and Clark, that's the key. I mean, he never got too high or too low.
And from all of us here at 2K Sports, we're thrilled to have brought you this year's three-point contest. This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg saying so long, everyone.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the NBA Dunk Contest. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. This is a field of some of the most gifted physical athletes the NBA has to offer. And they put a ton of effort into this competition. Every single player out there would love to earn the title Slam Dunk Champion, but only one is going to get his hands on the trophy. Always a highlight reel affair. Kenny, you competed in this competition, forever evolving. What are guys doing these days to try to keep it fresh?
Well, I think you're adding props to it. Guys are trying to keep it fresh. And I think overall just the innovation, like of the video game, has created better dunkers. Because now in video games, you can do kind of things that you can't do in real life. And then guys are emulating video games now where they were before art imitating life. Yeah. Now life is imitating art.
But that's so unrealistic to think of like you, me, or Shaq being on a video game. Come on, what are you talking about?
That is crazy. Anyway, more people involved and some great individual dunks. And I think it's the unknown is what makes it great. Like, I still want to see somebody do a 720.
But see, in a video game,
that's 360 twice, in case you didn't know.
But no, listen. In a video game, guys, let's say if we were in a video game, I could make my neck spin around. 720. See,
and not only that,
did that scare you guys that I actually just did that?
It was kind of like The Exorcist,
right?
And you know what? If I was in a video game, I could take my head off, take Ernie's head off, and then we switch heads right now.
Mm-hmm. This is true.
And it might be Ernie.
Or I could take my arm and take it off, and you could have it.
Whoa! Get us out of here!
Wow. Just imagine the possibilities. Here's Kevin Harlan.
Welcome to All-Star action, everyone. Kevin Harlan, happy to be here with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. It's time for the dunk contest. The NBA's most amazing athletes and slam dunk artists are about to put on a show you'll always remember.
And you know, this has become one of the jewels of the NBA season. The fans love to watch it. The players love to take part in it. It's just a terrific night all the way around.
And when you talk to the players, it's easy to get a sense of how much they've been looking forward to this event. They are fired up.
He's all set to get the contest started. You think, Clark, he's happy to be the first guy going?
I'm sure he is, Kevin. Adrenaline's already going and the crowd's fired up. He's ready to get it on.
And not to mention, you get the opportunity to make the first statement of the contest. I mean, oftentimes that first impression does matter.
Well, I think he's looking into the goal here, Kevin. I mean, his head was rim high. Rim high. Look at this. Bounce it, catch it, and look at it while you punch it.
Aggressively going in.
Yeah, that was nasty right there.
Second to the stage, looking to make an impression with his first dunk.
Oh, he tried to pose. He did a little pose.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's not bad. He went with the pose, left hand pose right there, and then throw down. Not the elite level that we're accustomed to, partner.
So it's Ben Simmons ready to go. No one yet really has grabbed this crowd.
So there's a terrific opportunity, a golden one, as a matter of fact. He can come in and grab the momentum. That could serve him well.
And I really do believe, guys, that the crowd can influence the judges, because if they are that demonstrative, I think that does add to the dilemma of grading these dunks.
I can tell you didn't like it very much.
You know what? He did a nice little dipsy-do there. He threw it, got it, self-toss, retrieval, and then he had a little hitch here, a little double clutch, took it to the... Oh, that's nasty now that I look at it in slow-mo, because he took it to the side, and then he went over top. So that, you know, that on first look, I see you still groaning and moaning.
Yeah, we've seen that.
Yeah, then we have, but that was creative.
It was okay.
Yeah, it was okay. Yeah.
Hey, we're talking about the creme de la creme.
Yeah. He wouldn't make that good.
Yeah.
Not with that.
Adding cleanup, he's looking to close out the first round of dunks with a bang. What do we got going on here, Clark?
Oh! Nasty! All one hand. Nasty!
Woohoo! The dunk contest is started.
Yes, sir.
Now it is underway.
Yeah, he woke us up with that one.
That was good. That was good. Simmons got a narrow lead after the first round. Fans giving him the slight edge.
Yeah, and you know what? While it's nice to have the lead, I get the feeling he's not going to want to rest on his laurels here.
And I think you're right on there, Clark. I think you want to continue to lay the hammer here while you've got control.
I think Clark, he's really thinking about showing something special here.
Yeah, I think he needs to, Kevin, after that first dunk, which was rather pedestrian. He needs something to blow that first one out of the water here.
Yeah, and that's a great point. Plus, you want to get that out of the minds of the judges. I mean, and now's the opportunity to erase that first attempt right now.
All right, here he goes again now.
Fairly pedestrian here. Let's see. Self-toss.
Yeah.
Self-toss. Elevate. Oh, he did go through the legs.
Not easy.
But it's not something we haven't seen, so it just doesn't give you that ooh and ah effect. It's nice, but not extraordinary.
But clean, again, a nice clean dunk. And, sometimes we get numb.
Yeah, that's a great point.
That's the problem. Yeah. We get numb sometimes. This stuff is phenomenal.
It is.
All of it is phenomenal.
No, well said. I agree with you.
We're back to number 2 in the order, getting ready for his second dunk. Quicker than the eye.
Now that's what I'm looking for.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, switch his hands.
Did he switch hands on that one?
Yes, he did. Look,
He started with the left, palmed it, cupped it.
That is pretty good. You start with that trade for forehand to the other.
Oh, man, that's nasty.
All right, there, part 1. Now you got to make that with flair.
Right.
Plenty of flair on that one.
Right.
And get up, extend your body and get up there.
Sweet.
And again, the timing was terrific. So it's Ben Simmons ready to go. And he's the 3rd dunker in the order, getting ready for dunk number 2. All right, here he comes. The stuff between the legs, these guys love this, don't they?
Yeah, they do. It's a self-toss, and then you take it through the leg. I mean, you got to have tremendous coordination, bounceability, and then timing.
Not easy.
Because you could be up there, and if the timing's not right, the dunk doesn't come off.
We see it so often, we take it for granted. Like, all these guys go through the legs. That is so
very
hard
difficult.
to do.
Very difficult.
But you're trying to transfer the ball from one hand to the next, in flight, and then keep aiming and stay high enough that you're going to be able to dunk it. Back around to our 4th contestant, getting set for his second dunk. All right, Clark. And I think, we just saw this one, right?
You think?
Yeah.
We did indeed, Kevin. There's no thinking to it. That's for sure. We did see it already.
Right. I mean, show us something different.
I got a bad memory. We did just see it.
A little too much of the same, right?
Yeah. We're having too much problem. Take this out.
Yeah, I'll take it right off your hands, but
Chris has got a very tight race here with 3 players all trying to come out on top.
Somebody's going to need to pull off something really special to get the fans' approval here. They've raised the bar on themselves.
And a lot of times when you try to get special, you make mistakes. So let's keep an eye and see which one of these 3 ends up losing this competition.
Back to the top of the order, 3rd and final round. Great to see him get in like that. That's a clean dunk. It's impressive enough. He's going to score well.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he'll get good numbers.
Yes, he will.
Yeah.
Yes, he will.
Everything you want in that one. Elevation, degree of difficulty, and as you said, cleanly thrown down.
You said it earlier, Kevin. It's amazing the athleticism these guys are putting on display.
Very enjoyable. Our second contestant with his final dunk. Okay, all right. What do you think, fellas?
I don't think it's enough in the final round, quite honestly. You need more than that. You got to add a little extra to what you're doing here.
And we'll have to see, guys. I think the crowd expects a bit more.
So it's Ben Simmons ready to go. With a sensational dunk here right now, Clark, you have to think he'll take the win.
Yeah, he's clearly in the lead right now after that strong start.
And also, listen, we all want to see that defining dunk, but he's had a couple here early. I think right now, to your point, Clark, he just needs to be solid and give us something to kind of tease us a little bit as we move forward.
Clutched it here a little bit, Kevin. Took it down around knee level.
Yeah, when you scrunch, when you do the scrunch.
Yeah. He made himself kind of like an accordion here.
Scrunching
and then extended,
Yeah, compacted and then extended.
You're an accordion, man. You can do that.
Yep.
And our last contestant looking to finish big.
Tremendous body. Now that just looks sweet. Yeah. If I was grading that, that was up and under. You see, that was like a little bit of a roller coaster move. You do it to yourself. You got it. Went up and up. I like that one. Nice.
I can never figure out how these guys never lose sight of the feel of the rim. Because you can't be watching it.
No, you got to know where you are.
That's a skill unto itself.
Yeah, no question.
And let's look at the final results of the dunk contest. Incredible acrobatics and artistry from this year's champion, Ben Simmons.
And the dunk contest is always special, but this year was even crazier than we're used to.
Yeah, and there really was a little something extra in the air this year, Clark. These players were in rare form.
And tonight certainly did not disappoint. From the excitement to the energy and, of course, to the jaw-dropping dunks. Now, for Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks, everyone, for joining us here on 2K Sports.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
And one of the epic nights in the NBA. We welcome you to the All-Star Game on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, it'll be the West All-Stars going up against the East All-Stars. Both the East and West have so many ways to attack. It's always hard to predict just what's going to happen at the All-Star Game, but whatever happens, you know it'll be entertaining. Every one of these players wants to be at his very best on such a huge stage. And here we go, getting our popcorn and butter and other treats. Ready for the main affair. Lots of people have talked about ways to try and make this game more interesting. Shaq, your thoughts on that?
Well, bigger prize money, Ernie. You know, that'll bring the guys like LeBron and those guys out. You know, when I was coming up, all the big guys showed up. Michael, Dominique, Bird, Magic. Now, these guys sitting on the sideline with the cheap little sunglasses. They need to get those Shaq sunglasses, by the way.
I would say, how about adding a 5-point play?
Ooh.
No, you can't be
It's
messing
all about
with the game
fun,
like
Ernie.
that. No, you can't be messing with the game.
Hey,
like
you know
that.
why I didn't? You know why I took so? You know why I took so many threes, Ernie? Playing?
No.
You know why I took so many threes?
Yes.
Why?
Because you didn't want to play inside.
Nope. Because
that's
they didn't
where
have
guys
fours.
get hurt.
If they would have fours, I would have took those.
No.
That's a good one, Kenny.
Kevin Harlan, take it away.
You got to give it up to him for that one, Ernie, because they didn't have fours.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Welcome to our coverage of the NBA All-Star Game with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. This is Kevin Harlan.
And guys, this really sets up to be an incredible night in terms of excitement from the coaches to the players to us here in the booth. I mean, this is such a fantastic event to be a part of.
Guys, it really is the greatest all-star game in all the sports, in my opinion. We have the best players in the NBA at the peak of their powers. I mean, I can't wait to see what this year's game has in store for us.
I'll look at the West All-Stars starting group. We've got Kawhi Leonard, Russell Westbrook out there with Harden. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Durant in at the 4 slot.
And fans and celebrities alike have descended on this town for All-Star Week. There's been a bunch of fun events going on all over the place.
And, Greg, it's like that every year. I mean, no matter what city is hosting, it becomes a mecca for everyone who wants to take in one of the greatest scenes in all of sports. Not only to watch the best players, but to be seen by the other stars in the crowd.
And we've got a collection of the greatest players in the world here. I mean, and playing in an event where they can really let it all hang out.
And that's exactly why we always come away with such great memories. I mean, because they really do try to give the fans as many highlights as possible. And they are the best players in the world.
Now, here's Wall. The shot's good on the assist by George. Wall's got his first 2 points of the night.
Yeah, nice unselfishness by George, zipping the ball to one of his guys as soon as he sees him open to get the shot off.
Shot off the pick. And it's Leonard again missing.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
And Antetokounmpo gets it to go.
Excellent awareness from Antetokounmpo, sensing the chance to impose his will inside and then capitalizing really easily.
Now here's Durant. Towns down low, working on James. Towns, no luck. Towns with the steal. And now it's Leonard running. Here we go, all the way. Stops, pops. Second chance shot. And the rejection by LeBron.
Not a lot going his way. Everything he's shooting is just off the mark. I mean, somehow he's got to figure out a way to turn it around.
He dishes it to DeRozan. And James gets it to go on the assist from DeRozan.
And the first half of his season, boy, how special has it been? He has been on a rampage.
Yeah, and he's got tremendous talent. And when he's fully healthy and engaged, I mean, he's really impossible to stop. That's what we've been seeing this year from him.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
Harden hits them both.
You know, he's a steady hand at the free throw line, showing tremendous confidence in this one.
Westbrook with the steal. And now the fast break. Westbrook with the ball. Whoa!
Hey, watch out now. Watch out.
And you know Westbrook has an outstanding vertical. And once he gets to the launching pad, rim, beware.
And the replay is courtesy of Under Armour. Unleash chaos. It was a great sequence from the steal all the way to the finish at the other end. Wall's shot is off. Here's West now. And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who spoke with Steve Kerr. David.
I spoke with Coach about All-Star Weekend, and he said it's been a blast hanging out with everyone. Usually I'm staying up late, scheming up ways to shut down a guy or take apart some defense. It's nice to take a breather and just have some fun. And that's how everybody rolls this weekend, Kevin.
Thank you, David.
And just the overall aggressiveness. Wall enjoys taking on a challenge and succeeding, especially when the D is all over.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. DeRozan against Harden. At the top of the key, Durant. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Durant's got his second bucket.
And as usual, neither team really grinding too hard at the defensive end.
And I think that's okay in this event. I mean, I say the more highlights, the better.
Now here's LeBron. Over Durant. Towns with the steal. Leonard kicks to Westbrook. There's the lob to Towns. Stolen by George. DeRozan passes to LeBron. Outside, Antetokounmpo. George dishes to Antetokounmpo. The feed to James. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. Passes it to George. 4 on the shot clock. Here's DeRozan. A three-pointer, no good. The dish to Westbrook. Here's Towns, and fouled on the shot, so the bucket counts, and a chance for one more here.
Hey, scoring off misses, that's easy buckets. Something Towns has the length and tenacity to do on a regular basis.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And Wall kicks to DeRozan. Here's Antetokounmpo, and the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And you know, the way Giannis Antetokounmpo moves in the pick and roll is tough for the defense. I mean, there's no way really to match his size and skill set.
Now here's Westbrook. Pass to Towns. And he uses the glass on the layup. Towns has got 7 points in the game.
Still in the process of shining his game up. Towns looking like a seasoned vet there.
It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. He feeds it to James. Here's George. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
I tell you, that is not what they want. A contested jump shot, the defense right on him. You need to get a better shot than that.
There's the screen. Harden the pass to Durant. Another shot, and it's good on the layup. Durant's got his third basket of the night.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Here's Antetokounmpo. No good. Big D that time from Leonard. The pass to Westbrook. There's the triple. That one doesn't drop. So the East All-Stars will take it the other way. Wall dishes to DeRozan. Tries a three. That's good. And so Wall with the assist.
Yeah, you know, John Wall is so masterful as a floor general. He's a real maestro out there. Terrific at finding the open guy on time and on target.
Now here's Towns. He has 7. He was all alone on that one. 9 points in the game so far.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Here's DeRozan. His 3-pointers off the mark.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
And a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well, Greg.
Now Westbrook following the 3-point attempt by DeRozan. Westbrook with a wide open look. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Westbrook's gotten just 1 of his 4 attempts from the floor tonight. Back to Antetokounmpo. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
You know, when Antetokounmpo puts his head down, man, it is a really terrifying sight for the defense when this guy's coming at you, all limbs and arms and size and ball skills. Usually you just end up hacking away at him to stop him from getting to the hoop.
Catching up on the changes for the East. Baldwin, who's checked in for George. Bradley Beal comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Kyle Lowry in for John Wall. Now here's McCollum. Here's Griffin. The turnaround jumper. Count it.
Yeah, he's become very reliable with that mid-range jump shot. The defense can't let him get comfortable from there.
LeBron against Towns. James kicks to Baldwin. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. Goes back up. James, no good.
Well, at best, the defense was average. I mean, he must make sure to finish these layups. Got to make those.
The baseline J. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Now it's a 7-point West All-Star lead. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Griffin. Off the pick. Baldwin can't get it to go.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
Clearly a frustrating missed opportunity there. Perfect screen, got him the space he needed, but he bricked it.
And it's the East All-Stars with the ball, following the shot by Chris Paul. Outside for Lowry. Beal from long range. The West All-Stars pull it in. Here's Towns. He's got 9. Here's Griffin. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Griffin's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Boy, the floor awareness of Chris Paul. Got to respect that. I mean, whenever one of his guys is open, he's getting the ball to him quickly and on time.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. 6 points for him.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. Much better off making him go to the line.
The East making a switch. Vucevic is checked in. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for the West. Carmelo Anthony comes in for Kawhi Leonard. He hits one, then misses the 2nd attempt from the free throw line.
Antetokounmpo has the complete and total trust of his teammates. A real Swiss Army knife, a versatile guy. Does everything and anything that needs to be done with the basketball in his hand.
You know, it's going to be tough to win when you give the other team 2nd and 3rd opportunities to score the ball.
At some point, guys, it comes down to pride. Start banging on your chest and get after it from your heart. I mean, you've got to at least offer some resistance. You can't just let guys do what they want in there.
The East making a switch. Parker's checked in, and Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's his 1st foul.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was 1 step late that time, Greg.
Lowry kicks to Vucevic. It's stolen by Gobert.
That's 4 turnovers out of them already. Sloppy play in the early going.
And, Greg, it'll be a long day for them if they keep this up.
Now here is Lowry, following the miss by C.J. McCollum.
Really impressive seeing a guy like Vucevic carve up the defense with his peripheral vision and passing. So good at spotting the open man.
McCollum outside. Anthony kicks to Paul. Over Lowry. Paul can't get it to go.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far. Oh, man.
What's up? And I got to say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim.
I don't care what the score is there, fellas. That's the play we'll remember from this game, clearly.
Now here's Anthony. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Gobert, the screen. The shot by Anthony, no good. He's with the ball. They trail by 6. Here's Vucevic, and he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. It goes on C.J. McCollum.
Quite honestly, Vucevic is highly skilled at getting defenders to be physical with him. I mean, he's welcoming of contact, especially when he's going up for his shot.
1:52 left to play in the first. Ball outside. Outside Anthony. Gobert, the screen. And Carmelo Anthony hits from deep. Anthony's got his first 3 points of the game.
And loving the hustle here early. I mean, they struck first on the offensive glass.
And those putback baskets contributing to their lead, Greg.
Now here's Lowry. Picked by Vucevic. Baldwin the pass to Vucevic. Here's Beal. It's rebounded by the West.
Cannot give him that much room for mid-range. They got to feel lucky he didn't knock that one down.
Anthony dishes to Paul. Here's the 3. Vucevic with the rebound. Vucevic has got 3 rebounds now in this one. Parker kicks to Vucevic and slam dunk by Vucevic.
Phenomenal court vision by Parker. He really has all the tools to be a great player in this league.
McCollum outside to the middle. He's looking for Griffin and finds him. Paul against Lowry. Shot, high post. They get it back. Kicks it out to Paul. We've got 33 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Gobert, the screen. Outside Anthony, 6 to shoot. Tries again. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
You know, Carmelo Anthony is a special player, guys. A bulky, small forward with a quick trigger release, an elite scorer.
20 seconds left in the first quarter. Pick by Vucevic. Off the screen, and he dunks it after the pick frees him up.
And a sturdy screen set for him that time, and he doesn't fool around, just straight to the rim for the finish.
No way for his man to get around that one, that's for sure.
No chance, Kevin. I mean, the screen was in the right spot. His feet were set. He would have had to go straight through him, and that's not legal.
Shots good by Anthony.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the 3 spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
And so it's the West All-Stars heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. Back to the action after this word.
I'm ready for yours.
And we welcome you back to the NBA All-Star Game as we get set to begin the second quarter.
And, you know, fan voting is what determines the starters in the All-Star Game. Then the coaches will decide on the reserves. But either way, whether you're picked by the fans or the coaches, earning the title NBA All-Star, that's an honor none of these players will ever forget.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the court for the West All-Stars, they've got Gobert. Griffin is out there with Anthony. Then there's McCollum, and it's Paul in at the point. Kicks it to Griffin. And Parker with the block.
Absurd bounceability displayed by Parker. I mean, He uses it so well on defense. It's not just the leaping ability, but the timing as well.
And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the West All-Stars.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
You know, they've also shown some real tenacity here early on tonight. And it's paid off with a lot of second chance points.
Well, Greg, one thing we know for sure, you know that every player who earned a spot on this roster is going to see his share of action. Spreading the minutes evenly, as you've always talked about, is always a top priority for these All-Star game coaches.
And you're so right, Kevin. I mean, for all the hard work these players put in to get here, I mean, each one deserves a chance, if you will, to share the spotlight. It's one of the great things about the All-Star game.
Here's Lowry. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Kevin, that's a nice display of patience inside from Lowry. Didn't rush his shot, takes his time, and really does a nice job sinking these high percentage looks.
Here's Anthony. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
Light on the fouls in terms of what's been called tonight, and that's usually the theme in this game.
I agree. I mean, the guys always play reasonably hard, but they don't necessarily play physically, if that makes any sense. The officials' jobs are usually pretty easy in this one.
And stolen by Lillard. Puts it up from 17. Here's Gobert, and the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
And yes, it's good. Lowry's got 4 points in the quarter.
And his touch inside more than makes up for Lowry's lack of size. He's a terrific finisher in the paint and doesn't miss many once he gets in tight.
Here's Griffin. Petrovic with the rebound. The East All-Stars on offense. A 12-point game. Parker's shot is off.
And the defense that time was late. And you got to feel fortunate he didn't put that one away.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Lowry passes to Petrovic. Drummond dishes to Lowry. Back to Drummond. There's the pick. Great D that time from Griffin.
Loved how they guarded that layup. Didn't make it easy, which I think is why he missed it.
Here's McCollum. The shot is good off the backboard. McCollum's got the lead up to 14 now for the West All-Stars. And the East All-Stars call time here. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
I don't know if any big man has the combination of strength, speed, and hops that Drummond has, not to mention his length, an unreal physical specimen.
Offensive rebound. Here's Gobert. Here's Durant. And they finally get it to go. A full night's work on the boards in one trip down the floor.
Yeah, you look at the way Kevin Durant releases it so high, makes it hard to block, which is why he's such an efficient inside scorer. That was an outstanding pick that gave him the room to bury the jump shot. Underrated, but not undervalued.
And Lillard kicks to Harden. Gobert with a screen for Harden. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Harden's got 6.
Harden is known for his creativity. Can't lose him in the screen and roll, or he'll take you to school.
Here's Wall, and he slams it down right on top of Kevin Durant.
Are we seeing some high-flying efforts tonight, or what?
Are we ever? I mean, they're doing some major damage to those rims.
Pass to Gobert. Harden outside. Sinks the three-pointer. Harden's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And they've done a great job knocking down those long-range shots here in the second, shooting just over 40% from downtown.
Drummond a screen. DeRozan passes to Wall. Wall missing again.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Outside, George. Drummond a screen. George dishes to Drummond. Gobert pulls it in. Trying to add a few more points to their lead.
And they should just stay with what they've been doing.
Chalk up 2 there. Leonard's got his second bucket tonight.
Outstanding presence of mind. Harden is constantly looking for the open shooter.
Wall passes to Petrovic, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Great pass. John Wall is really good at finding the open man.
Durant kicks to Harden. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant. Harden's got 9 points in the quarter.
No misses for him yet in this quarter. Solid as a rock.
Drummond with a screen on Lillard. DeRozan in the corner. There's a good screen. Wall passes to Petrovic. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Petrovic has got his second basket.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
And it goes down 2 points.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Timeout called, East All-Star.
And they've been very loose with the ball here. They haven't been as patient, forcing things a bit, which has led to turnovers. They need to just slow down and relax.
LeBron's checked in for the East. Antetokounmpo comes in for Petrovic. The West All-Stars also changing it up. Karl Anthony Towns checked in for Rudy Gobert. And Russell Westbrook subbed in for Damian Lillard.
And the vision and understanding Wall has in pick-and-roll situations is second to none. So many of his teammates have become better shooters because of Wall's perfect passes out of that set.
Outside Leonard. 5 to shoot. Over onto Antetokounmpo. The West All-Stars get it back in a new 24. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on DeMar DeRozan. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Aggressiveness is fine, but you can't be this over-aggressive. I think he's got to dial it back some. They need him on the floor.
Westbrook kicks to Towns. Beyond the arc. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
And you know, in a league where the stretch big is crucial to helping space the floor, Towns has proven invaluable.
Antetokounmpo, and poor shot selection there. Not a high percentage look for him. Launches a 3, and Russell Westbrook good for 3. Westbrook's got 5 points so far.
Continuing to push the action and build this lead.
Yeah, you know, continue to pour it on them. That's what they want to do right now. Doing their best to put this game out of reach and in the win column.
James a screen on Harden. Here's DeRozan, and finished off by DeRozan.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question.
And he should be. I mean, remove all doubt. Get it down hard and simply.
Antetokounmpo against Leonard. The kick out to Westbrook. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. 8 points for Russell Westbrook.
Yeah, they're relying on their 3-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Wall dishes to DeRozan. George sets a screen for DeRozan. The kick out to Wall. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And it's the West All-Stars ball. They lead by 24, their biggest margin. Here's Harden. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And it is absolutely remarkable watching Harden draw contact. So effortless, so crafty, and so consistent in putting the defense in a bind.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo.
Tremendous anticipation from Antetokounmpo, sensing some separation as that pass was coming, and then simply rising up and knocking down the jumper.
Here's Leonard. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo. The West All-Stars have made the most out of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts.
And how about the evolution of Leonard's game over time? From role player to full-fledged star. A dynamite also defensively.
Baldwin, he's checked in for Paul George. The West All-Stars also with the sub. Paul's checked in for James Harden.
And I like how he draws the attention on the inside, and then the nice little kick out in rhythm for the jumper.
They set the pick. Dishes it to Durant. Here's Westbrook. East grabs the miss. Left side, Wall. James, the pass to Baldwin. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Way to attack there and then create the contact.
Really as close as you can get to an and one right there. He almost had it.
Beals checked in for the East. Lowry comes in for John Wall. Griffin's checked in for the West. Paul with the ball. Outside Durant. Feeds to Griffin. Over Beal. That's short off the rim.
And he's just a tough defender. Good positioning to get after that shot.
Did a good job guarding the mid-range. Extended out nicely and definitely bothered the shot.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and 1 foot.
The kick out to Antetokounmpo. That falls. Nice speed that time from Kyle Lowry. 13 points for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, it's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he's on the money, that's no doubt. Outside Lowry. LeBron kicks to Baldwin. Lets it go. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Baldwin's gone 5 of 7 from the field. That's over 71% actually. Here's Paul. Nice teamwork to set up the pick play and make the space for the J.
You know, one of the things, Kevin, that makes Chris Paul such a terrific floor general is his ability to run the pick and roll. Whether he passes it or keeps it, he usually always makes the right decision.
Jumper off the screen. Good work defensively by Paul.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Vucevic, he's checked in for James. The West also making some changes. Carmelo Anthony is checked in for Durant, and McCollum subbed in for Russell Westbrook. There's a good screen. Lowry from outside. It's Lowry again missing. Outside Anthony. On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe. He's off on the first. The East making a switch. 2 shots. So he comes up empty at the line. Here's Beal. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Beal's got his first points in this one.
How nice was that? Bradley Beal, I tell you, textbook shooting form. That thing is on fire.
James Harden getting it done for the West All-Stars. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to halftime on our 2K Sports presentation of the All-Star Game. Ernie Johnson here. So is Shaq. So is Kenny. The West putting on a show in that first half And that's exactly what the All-Star game is all about. So much talent on the floor for the Western Conference this year, and they're putting it all to use. The East in danger of getting their doors blown off if they don't turn things around in a big way in the second half.
Well, when it comes to a shootout, the Wild West is what it's all about. These guys score in bunches. Really hard to match up with. The East has tried to put up a fight, but they don't really have the same level of talent as you've seen in the first half.
We know the Western Conference roster is filled with superstars, not just all-stars. But the best of the best in the East aren't going to just go down without a fight. I think the East needs to be a little bit more physical and probably work a little bit harder, and the second half is going to be fun.
And time now to send you back down to the floor with Kevin Harlan. We'll see you later.
And we return to the NBA All-Star Game. One half is in the books, and the second half about to begin.
Yeah, and I'm looking for the temperature to start to rise here a little bit in this second half.
And it's the East All-Stars with the ball. Antetokounmpo is out there with Paul George. Then it's DeRozan, and it's Wall, and it's James in at the 5. That's the 5 out there for the East All-Stars. And so here are the West All-Stars. Leonard with no one around. Off the left rim and out. James against Towns. And it's Wall in the corner. No good from outside. And even 3-on-3 break. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Leonard with the bucket. Leonard's got the first points of the second half here for the West All-Stars. George against Durant. And there's Paul George on the assist by Wall.
And George really eats up opportunities to score inside because he's so creative in how many ways that he can score close to the basket.
Leonard dishes to Towns. And they call over the back here. Too much contact.
And that's just all about positioning. He gets boxed out, can't fight around it, and gets the over-the-back call.
I thought maybe with a little more hustle, he might have been able to get around him, but he was just a step late.
Near the three-point line, it's Westbrook. That's good on the jump shot. Westbrook's got 10 points. Westbrook against Wall. Inside, George. Here's LeBron. The West All-Stars pull it in. Towns has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Towns, the screen. Westbrook passes to Towns. Harden against DeRozan. And here's Westbrook from the arc. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got 3 assists tonight. And Wall kicks to Antetokounmpo. Stolen by Harden. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. And Towns gets it to go. 17 points in the game.
Yep, another one from Towns. There's no limit to what he can score when he's in this kind of rhythm.
And he makes that one. And that's now 10 points for LeBron.
You know, even though he's been on, they still are behind. I mean, there's only so much he can do.
Harden kicks to Leonard. With the teardrop. That shot off. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling. And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Harden against Wall. Lets a floater go. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. And George, here we go, lays it up off the glass. George has got 4 points in the quarter.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Well, the defensive rotations, Greg, have been a step slow, and it's really helped them get that ball inside. time after time.
And Towns gets it to go.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
And the East All-Stars call time here.
Definitely not pleased with their rebounding at the defensive end. The number of putbacks they've allowed has been terrible. I'm sure that's what he's going to address during this timeout.
Outside, Wall. Gristle on the play. Bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
And in the post, Wall's got a pretty well-developed game for a point guard. He can navigate his way through the big bodies with very few problems.
Outside Westbrook from 12 feet out, and the jumper is on the mark. Westbrook's got 15. They've shared the load offensively.
And guys, they put the defense on their heels. You can see right now they're trying to react, and that's what you want when you're in a rhythm offensively.
And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That'll be his second foul of the game. The West All-Stars making a switch here. Gobert's checked in. From deep, Wall. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. And here's Westbrook. 15 points in the game. Harden with a screen on Wall. Westbrook, no good. Outside, Wall. Westbrook with the steal.
Jump on, pull. You two players.
Got a piece of it. And the West All-Stars have possession. Harden outside. Gobert the screen. Lobbed up there for Westbrook. And stolen by James. Left side, George. Over Durant. George, no good. George has gone just 2 of 6 shooting, 33%. Durant for 3. It's hauled in by the East All-Stars. James has got his 5th rebound in this one. Outside Durant, outside Westbrook. And that one, good. Westbrook's got 9 points now in just the second half. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for the West All-Stars?
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
4 on the clock. The East All-Stars need to get another shot. And it's DeRozan missing.
That's unacceptable shot selection there, Kevin. I mean, why on earth did he think that was a good look?
Durant dishes to Gobert. Harden outside. He kicks to Leonard. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
And you know what? Defensively, both teams have picked it up as we've gotten a little deeper into this game.
A little more competitive fire and intensity being shown out there now.
On the wing, James. Defended by Gobert. And the shot goes down. And 12 points for LeBron.
Man, you got to respect and appreciate how polished LeBron is inside. I mean, he really excels at creating opportunities for himself close to the rim.
And the NBA has tinkered with the All-Star voting in recent years. Fans no longer get 100% of the say for the starters. Clark, how do you feel about that change?
I like it. I mean, again, the fans desire to be involved and should have an opportunity to be engaged in the voting because they're so important to the success and popularity of the league. So I like the fans having a piece of the voting. 100% is far too much, so I think the fact that you've got it weighted between fans and those who follow the league closely, along with coaches, is about the right blend to me.
East All-Stars have had 12 attempts at the line, making 8 so far.
I tell you what, Paul George, one of the more entertaining and fun guys to watch in the league. I mean, he's an elite player thanks to his outstanding shooting and ball handling ability, and he's got platinum-level athleticism.
Baldwin, who's checked in for the East.
Russell Westbrook. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good.
And Russell Westbrook is as explosive a guard as we've seen in the history of the game. An incredibly gifted scorer who can also punch it on you.
Passes to Baldwin. He dishes it to Lowry. Three-pointer. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. Here's Curry with the three. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Curry's got himself on the board with three there.
And Kevin, that three ball of Curry deadly. I mean, you feel like it's going in as soon as he lets it go, no matter where, at what angle, or how deep.
Beal's shot is good.
Okay, you got a nice little back and forth going here.
Yeah, and I like it. I love seeing that. It's a lot of fun when that happens. These teams are going at each other from the outside.
Curry kicks to Gobert. Good, and Curry gets the assist. 6 points for Rudy Gobert. And here are the East All-Stars now. Drummond, a screen. Lowry drives in. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
And what a take from Lowry, using that quickness to just blaze to the rim.
Picked by Griffin. A three from Leonard. Rebound by the East All-Stars. And they're on the break. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
And a good example there of why it's important to change ends quickly.
Vitally important. I mean, if you relax for a second, you're cooked. You're toast. They learned that lesson there.
It's Westbrook with the drive. Can't hit the free throw line jump. And here are the East All-Stars now. George passes to Drummond. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Drummond. Parker's checked in for the East. Anthony's checked in for the West. Chris Paul comes in for Russell Westbrook. Paul dishes to Gobert. Parker against Griffin. Over Parker. Griffin's shot is off. And taking care of the ball has been a problem for him.
That's something they've got to fix. While the defense has been good, a lot of these turnovers have been unforced.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers.
Absolutely salivates when he attacks the rim.
Al Paul. For the three. Hits the three-point bomb. Paul's got his third basket of the night right there.
That is the quick decision-making of Chris Paul. Doesn't take a single dribble, just sees it and hits it.
It's Beal on the wing. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Drummond.
You know, that's not how you distribute the ball. He needs to be more focused when making passes like that.
And the East All-Stars making a change here. Vucevic is checked in. C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for the West. Paul outside. And stolen by Kyle Lowry. Parker kicks to Vucevic. Parker, a screen on McCollum. A nice shot by Baldwin.
And when he's got that much of a height advantage on the perimeter, it's really tough on the defender. Easy three-pointer.
Outside Curry. Shoots over Beal. And no good. The East All-Stars go the other way with it. Lowry passes to Vucevic. Takes a three. A shot by Lowry, no good. Lowry's gone 3 for 8 tonight from the field. It's Curry outside. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. And that's now 6 points for Steph Curry. Pass to Baldwin. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. The East All-Stars have made 10 of their 14 tries at the free throw line in the game. The first free throw is good.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Yeah, you know what? And I think they've just got to keep on keeping on. Keep drawing contact, attacking, getting to the line. That will certainly give them a chance to get back into the game.
Towns, he's checked in for the West. Fade away, and another basket to his impressive total. It's his 9th against 12 attempts.
Good defense, lots of pressure there, but Towns adept at scoring with the hand in his face.
Lowry drives in, and he banks in the layup. Lowry's got 4 points this quarter.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Here's Griffin. Jabari Parker comes up with the rebound. And here are the East All-Stars now. Here's Baldwin, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Paul.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Damian Lillard's checked in for Anthony. Now the East All-Stars with it. Outside Lowry. Towns with the steal. To the paint. Parker with the steal. Shot and game clock separated by 5. And slam dunk by Vucevic.
Kevin, you know, it's nice to see Lowry dish the rock. I mean, I enjoy watching him pass the ball because he's got a nice feel for when to get it to his guys for an open shot.
It was beautiful the first time, but Under Armour showing us the replay of that tremendous alley-oop again. Another Unleash Chaos moment. Paul kicks to Towns. And that's a foul called on Bradley Beal. That'll be his second foul of the game. 4th team foul. Deflects the pass. It's stolen by Vucevic.
Defense is all about anticipation, and he had perfect anticipation on that pass and comes away with the steal.
And so it's the West All-Stars sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. We've been having a great time here. We hope you have been too. The All-Star Game. And the West All-Stars have possession. On the court for the West All-Stars, Griffin is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's Chris Paul. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Lillard in at the shooting guard.
It was all about his athleticism when Griffin first came into the league, but it didn't take long to see he was about a lot more than that. He's got serious skills down low.
On offense, here are the West All-Stars. Out to the wing. Lillard from outside. Rebound by the East All-Stars. Vucevic has got rebound number 5 here tonight. And fouled on the shot, so the bucket counts and a chance for one more here.
Yeah, and this team depends on Lowry. I mean, so skilled at creating shots for himself or his teammates.
Clark, when we talk about the importance of what a player can do, how important is it for a player to know what they cannot do?
Very important. Understanding who you are and what your skill set is and how that fits with your team, critically important. Not only knowing it, but then embracing your role within your particular limitations, skill set, and teamwork.
And so here are the West All-Stars. McCollum outside. There's the feed to Durant. There's the dish to Paul. Towns down low. Vucevic defending, and Towns gets it to go.
Indicative of what we've seen tonight. One team being the aggressor, the other failing to react.
Yeah, and you can tell they feel like they can get inside whenever they want to. I mean, it's been carte blanche, full menu for them, and the defense really not offering any resistance.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
McCollum, and it's good. He planted his feet on the pick and shielded the defender off.
And that's an element McCollum brings to their offense, the ability to drain the outside shot. It stretches the defense and makes them keep bodies on the perimeter.
Baldwin the pass to Wall. Here's Baldwin. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And the first one drops. And some changes here for the East. LeBron, he's checked in for Vucevic. And Giannis Antetokounmpo is subbed in for Parker. And West also making a switch. James Harden, he's checked in for Damian Lillard. DeRozan against Harden. Now here's Durant, guarded closely. The shot's good from Paul.
And defensively, you have got to extend to their shooters. They have been on fire this half.
Well, you know, the D just hasn't been there for real. I mean, these shooters are getting any perimeter shot they want. It's a bunch of warm-up jump shots out there.
And aggressive defense causing the mistake, then cashing in.
Yeah, that's a momentum changer for sure. You got to like the steal and the finish at the other end. That's the thing, paying that steal off with the finish.
And it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Durant. Petrovic is checked in for Baldwin. And West also making a switch. Anthony's checked in. 6 on the shot clock. All with it, guarded now by Durant. And DeMar DeRozan the bucket on the assist by Wall. Wall's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. 2 points, that one goes. 25 points for Karl Anthony Towns.
You see Towns doesn't dip much after the catch. I mean, he gets the ball right up to the set point and ready to deliver. Really sound fundamentals in that regard.
And he found the soft spot in the D on that possession.
And it's the West All-Stars ball. Harden kicks to Anthony. It's tipped. To the middle. Here's Petrovic. Kicks it out to James. Here's Antetokounmpo. Moves back up. And the rejection by Towns.
Great timing on the block there. Towns helps affect winning in a lot of different ways.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up.
And if you're the defensive team, it just kills you to give up baskets like that.
LeBron passes to Petrovic. DeRozan in the corner. They get the rebound. Right side, Antetokounmpo over Anthony. Antetokounmpo can't get that one to fall.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Anthony in the corner. And the NBA has a concerted effort to lower the amount of back-to-back games for the players. Clark, should they stretch out the season even further?
No, the ideal solution, Kevin, would be to reduce the number of games, to cut a month off the season. That would be the way to get to where we need to get to. The season should be 66 to 70 games. It should be spaced out over a 6-month period. And if you cut 12 to 16 games, then you would be able to actually get fewer number of back-to-backs. Stretching the season out longer, to me, is not the answer. Reducing the number of games would be the best way to get to the solution. But that toothpaste is out of the tube, and I don't know if we can ever get it back in.
Agreed. Antetokounmpo can't get that one to fall.
Yeah, that's just poor decision-making. He's got to be better in those situations.
Greg, I just think he was in a hurry. He flat out rushed it. I mean, I don't know what he was thinking there. He actually was in a brain-neutral position.
Free throw good, LeBron.
And James, a natural leader. Someone his teammates look up to, and he just has that commanding presence.
Ball against Westbrook. Harden outside. He feeds it to Westbrook. Down low. DeRozan dishes to LeBron. And it's Wall in the corner. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. 15 points for John Wall.
He can be dangerous from outside. Sure, he didn't get one to go in the first, but we know he can get on a roll and knock him down.
Durant kicks to Harden. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good.
Well, he had one three-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
And Antetokounmpo gets it to go.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Here's Westbrook. Harden outside. There's the pick. And here's Leonard from three. No good that time. The East All-Stars go the other way with it. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrated. Good for his sixth make in a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
And Antetokounmpo is an excellent penetrator. Moves as a man much smaller would. I mean, this guy's 7 feet tall with that kind of agility. Just finds ways to knife inside the lane and finish through contact. Really impressive.
James kicks to Antetokounmpo. Back to James. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Towns. Outside, Wall. Bangs home the trifecta. Wall's got 9 points here in the second half.
You can really see that his confidence is at a high level here in this half. He didn't have a three in the first.
Westbrook kicks to Towns. DeMar DeRozan grabs the board. DeRozan's got 3 rebounds now in this one. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one is on Towns. Free throw good, LeBron. And both free throws good for LeBron. And it's the West All-Stars ball. They lead by 11. Towns, the screen. The pass to Leonard. Looking to get back on track here. Defensive foul. That's his second personal foul. Kawhi Leonard. And the first one at the line is good. Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard. Now here's Wall. And George, here we go. Tries again. James, no good.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Here's DeRozan. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got 3 assists now in this one. Here's Westbrook. That one's not going to go. Wall with some nice defense. Stolen by Durant. And it's Paul George with the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
Westbrook kicks to Towns. Harden outside. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on George.
You know, over time, Harden has really mastered the pump fake. Amazing watching him continue to trick the defense time and time again.
And so he hits both. Guys, there's still time for them to make a run.
Can't have any wasted possessions down the stretch.
Durant with some nice D.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
And, you know, that's not easy at all. When guys get this close to the bucket, it's tough to stop the basket.
And that one's good, George.
Tell you what, Paul George has done a good job getting stronger since he's been in the league. And because of that, he doesn't mind seeking out contact. As a matter of fact, his new added strength gives him confidence as he seeks contact.
Outside Westbrook. Here's the screen. Kicks to Harden. Over DeRozan. And Harden with the basket on the assist by Westbrook. Westbrook's got 3 assists tonight.
Harden's got a great IQ. Actually, I would grade it outstanding. A dependable scoring option in these situations.
And now we've got a moment for our Jordan Player of the Game, Karl Anthony Towns.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
And the tradition in honor of just being invited to play here, let alone receiving honors of All-Star Game MVP. Just tremendous. In fact, one could argue he had a couple great candidates here, but he deserved it. And it's the East All-Stars with the ball, down by 12. George with the screen on Westbrook. Wall against Westbrook. And the rejection by Towns. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Unloads from 13. And Leonard gets it to go. Leonard's got 4 points this quarter.
Leonard has really become so good at catching and firing. I mean, he doesn't allow the defense any time to alter his shot.
A nice shot by George. Westbrook with it. Towns, a screen on Wall. Here's Westbrook. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Westbrook's got 14 points here in the second half.
And, you know, Westbrook is fearless. Likes getting deep inside and finishing around the rim and plays in attack mode all the time.
Towns, the screen. Shot clock at 6. Here's Harden. And DeRozan sends it back. And George, here we go. Basket is good, and he'll get a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Boy, a nice show of strength that time from Paul George, absorbing the hit and still carving out space to get the shot to go down.
That free throw good from George. Here's West now. 11-point game. Westbrook kicks to Harden. Towns, the screen. And Durant, here we go. James with some nice D.
That was a half-hearted pick, and he was just going through the motions on that possession, and now it ends up costing him.
I like the intensity that George plays with down inside. It's really what earns him a lot of these calls.
And George drops them both. There's a minute left in the fourth quarter. Harden kicks to Towns. Over LeBron. And that one comes up a bit short.
And as he squares up for mid-range, the defender right in his face.
Yeah, I like the fact, Greg, that he crowded the shooter there, made him uncomfortable, got into his airspace a bit. Looked like he forced the shot.
Jabari Parker's checked in for the East. And so here are the West All-Stars. 6-point lead. Leonard kicks to Harden. There's 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Outside Westbrook. Just 5 to shoot. The teardrop falls in.
Man, you got to admire how easily Westbrook takes over games. I mean, an offensive juggernaut who is tenacious when it comes to scoring.
Timeout called, East All-Star. They trail by 8. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. 20 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Outside Curry. So it's the West All-Stars picking up the win.
And it's impossible to know what's going to happen in these games. The talent on both sides is always so strong. But tonight, the West seemed a little more comfortable playing together as a unit, and that's what earned them the win.
You mentioned that all broadcast long, and sure enough, it came to fruition. That brings us to the conclusion of our All-Star coverage. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. For Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan wishing you all a very good night.